Welcome to the inaugural Apparent Horizon podcast. I'm Jason Pramas. I'm a photojournalist and editor, and I write the syndicated weekly column Apparent Horizon for the Boston Institute for Nonprofit Journalism, or BINJ, BINJ for short. You can find the BINJ website at BINJ Online, that's BINJonline.org. This week I'm reading the September 7, 2016 Apparent Horizon column entitled Street Fight. Students dissatisfied with politics as usual will find plenty of grassroots action in Boston. Are you a student, new to Boston, want to fight for social justice but not sure where to plug in? Well, this will hardly be a comprehensive list, but here are some local activist organizations and campaigns that are worthy of your consideration. I'm only including groups that I've written about and that I agree with in broad strokes for the sake of brevity. But rest assured, there are activist organizations for people of every political disposition hereabouts. A few tips are in order for people new to grassroots political activism. Seek organizations that are open and welcoming, have a democratic internal process, play well with other groups, and treat students as equals regardless of age or experience. Avoid organizations that look at students as free labor, seem focused on hitting people up for money, don't work with other groups, and have a very undemocratic internal process run by a small ruling clique. Also avoid outright cults masquerading as political activist groups. They exist. You'll know you've run into one when you meet people whose entire lives seem to be directly controlled by their organization and who will not stop trying to recruit you even after you say no. In general, listen to your gut instinct when checking out an activist organization, and you'll be fine. Here's the list. Number 1. Black Lives Matter. One of the most important and vibrant American political movements today, leading the biggest fight against entrenched structural racism in decades, in the wake of an ongoing series of police shootings of black people around the country. Different local nodes of the activist network have varying membership requirements, but if you can't be a core member, BLM periodically calls for allies to join them in the streets. That will be your cue to step up. Just remember to check your privilege. Chapters in Boston and Cambridge. The website for the Boston chapter is facebook.com/blacklivesmatterbos. The website for the Cambridge chapter is blmcambridge.org. Number 2. 350 Mass for a Better Future. If you're down to stop global warming, this group has got you covered. It's organized on the state, national, and international levels, and doesn't shy away from civil disobedience or legislative action. Its current big campaign is the Clean Money for Climate Pledge, asking, quote, candidates running for state, federal, and municipal office in Massachusetts to commit not to accept campaign contributions from executives, in-house lobbyists, and others employed by the top 10 climate-disrupting corporations, end quote, including BP, Chevron, ExxonMobil, and Shell. The 350 Mass website is betterfutureaction.org. Number 3. Save our public schools. Do you believe education is a right, not a privilege in a democracy? Do you think that charter schools are a total scam designed to siphon public money into a variety of public pockets and destroy public schools in the process? Well, there's an active fight against Question 2, an upcoming state ballot measure backed by very well-funded supporters determined to expand the number of charter schools in the Commonwealth. It's called Save Our Public Schools, aka the No on 2 campaign, and it's spearheaded, as ever, by teachers' unions, in this case, the Mass Teachers Association. The Save Our Public Schools website is saveourpublicschoolsma.com. Number 4. Make GE pay. Since the City of Boston and Commonwealth of Massachusetts announced their plans to dump at least $270 million on General Electric, one of the largest and nastiest multinational corporations in the world, in exchange for moving its world headquarters to the hub, there's been a good deal of discontent brewing in communities around the state, largely in opposition to local and state government handing huge wads of public cash to a tremendously wealthy company with plenty of skeletons in local closets, in a period of savage budget cuts to critical social programs. The Make GE Pay coalition formed last spring to try to stop the deal and is looking to get in gear this fall after some early public actions. The Make GE Pay website is facebook.com/makegepay. Number 5. Encuentro Cinco. Can't decide which campaign excites you the most? Why choose? This movement-building space right off the Park Street T-stop has a mission to get social justice activists, quote, better networked, better resourced, and better organized. Home to several important nonprofits and a regular meeting place for dozens of activist groups, if you can't find a campaign that interests you here, then you may wish to reconsider your aspiration to be politically active. The website for Encuentro Cinco is Encuentro5, that's ENCUENTRO5.org. Full disclosure notice, 350 Mass is a member of my organization's Community Advisory Board, and Encuentro Cinco was launched by colleagues at my former nonprofit, Mass Global Action. Apparent Horizon is syndicated by the Boston Institute for Nonprofit Journalism. Jason Pramas is BINJ's network director. Copyright 2016 Jason Pramas, licensed for use by the Boston Institute for Nonprofit Journalism and media outlets in its network.